coming up, it's coming up, it's coming up, it's coming up. It's there.
Alright everyone, and welcome to what is going to be another episode of the FIFA Rubbish Bin, something which I did a few days ago. And the episode went down pretty well, so I thought I'd continue it on. I know there's quite a few ideas I've got, so hopefully you'll still enjoy it. I won't waste too much time explaining the concept again, but just to summarise it, every episode I'll choose one thing which I'll put into the bin. And it's usually something that annoys me in the game, not something that's game-breakingly bad, but something that just irritates you. So on this episode I've decided to go with human goalkeepers. And this is probably quite a popular choice because everyone knows how unfinished and how flawed goalies are in this game. But I'll bring you back to FIFA 11 when they were first introduced, and people were excited about this because it finally meant that now 10v10 would become 11v11 and that you can control every single player on the pitch. So people were eagerly anticipating the release of FIFA 11. Everyone wanted to be a goalie, they wanted to know how they'd work, would they be fun to control, would they be really good, would they be really bad. There was a lot of questions people wanted to know, and to put it bluntly, they were really shit. It just made for a very frustrating game when you couldn't get past this subhuman freak of a goalkeeper who saved everything in his sight, and it just really did ruin clubs in FIFA 11 and FIFA 12. And on FIFA 13 they didn't solve the problem but decided to hide it, so you could search for clubs without a goalie, and that made it a little bit better if you didn't use one. But for those who did, and for those who weren't great with goalkeepers, you always had to come up against f***ing knobheads who played with blue afros and saved everything in sight, and it just made for a really frustrating time playing clubs. And it's almost as if EA did a checklist of all the things they need to do with goalkeepers, then just forgot a few things, because it's just strange how certain things with keepers are actually not too bad. The way they dive in general isn't bad, but it's just when they come up with some certain shots they just make stupidly unrealistic saves, and it's if EA thought they didn't want goalies to be bad, so they made them instead massively overpowered. When a goalie makes a good save, it's nothing to do with the player controlling the goalie, it's just the fact that the game does that save for you. There's absolutely no user input at all, which is what makes goalies so pointless. And I think this next clip just sums up what a joke the goalies are in this game. As this player bears down on goal, right, he's about 4 yards away when he takes a shot, and there's one of three things going to happen here. He's either going to hit the target and score, which is the most likely scenario. The second option is he'll hit the keeper and it will like rebound off, maybe go in the goal, maybe come back out. And then lastly, there's a small chance he'll miss the target, which is unlikely, but it is possible. So one of those three things will likely happen here in any normal functioning game. So you've probably guessed already, but none of those three things actually do happen. What happens instead is the keeper catches the ball from 4 yards out, and the ball's travelling about 60 miles an hour at point blank range. He catches the ball as if it was no problem at all. Now I've slowed this down as much as possible to try and make it as clear as I can, but what you can see here is the player takes the shot, and just before the ball gets to his hands, he has already decided, he already knows where the ball's going, the keeper, and he has got his hands down in that position in a time of 0.06 seconds. So this keeper has a reaction time of 0.06 seconds. Now it's generally accepted that the fastest ever human reaction time is about 0.1 seconds. So this keeper, who's probably a squeaky, spotty 12-year-old kid, has reacted nearly twice as fast as what is accepted to be the fastest ever reaction time from a human. So I know I'm probably taking it a bit too literally here, but it just shows how unfinished and flawed keepers are in this game. And let's just hope that they can fix it for FIFA 14 and next gen. But I wouldn't really hold much hope for that, if I'm honest. So for that reason, undoubtedly keepers are going in the FIFA bin because they are shit. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching guys, and if you like this then leaving a like really helps me out, and if you're new around here then you can also subscribe. And let me know what you think again. Feedback as always is useful, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.